And we've spoken about the course being particularly one of your particular favourites. Do you want to talk us through? I know there's 2 holes that have gone through a little bit of, I mean, the postage stamp has always been one of your favourite holes. I think was there a stat that you've never not birdied it, or is that that's the 18th?
It's gone now.
I've gone there.
Last time we filmed,
shocking.
You still hit a good shot, just didn't hold the part.
Damn. The postage stamp it's the shortest par 3 on the roads. It's 123 yards, but they're gonna, depending on what the weather does, they can take it down to 99, which they did during the Women's Open there, and that still had a stroke average of 3. So it's such a unique hole because it really emphasises the point that you don't need to have a massively long par 3 to make it interesting, to make it unique, to make it tough. Because the green is so small and it's so kind of like narrow and it's bordered by deep, treacherous bunkers, which if you go in, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to hold the green when you splash it out of there. Like the cameras that they put in those bunkers, like the coffin bunkers, the coffin bunker on the left during tournament play is great because you really do get to see the level of difficulty, and you just get to see the level of like terror and just frustration on the players' faces on that tee if they do hit it offline. Yeah, because they're like, oh no, I could easily make a 6 here.
Yeah, I think we want to see the best players in the world struggle a little bit, but we also then want to see them hit from those struggle positions, hit amazing shots.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of that. I think I almost would love if it was like postage stamp was like 17th or like 16th.
Just a little bit.
Do you know what I mean? Just like a little bit later on. I know
what you mean.
It would be good fun, like especially on that final day coming down. Like there would definitely be some championships lost for sure, like on that hole.
Thrown away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got Troon has the magical finish for me though. It goes par 5, par 3, par 4. Now, I prefer the par 5 at the end, but it's got that ability. And the par 3 17th is a very, very tough hole.
Yes, yeah.
Like I'm not sure of the yardage on it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be playing like 215, 220, and if the wind is blowing, it's going to be kind of leaning to off the left. The green's really hard to hold.
Is it downhill?
No, it's pretty flat.
Yeah.
The green is all raised up, and then it's got like drop offs and bunkers.
Right, okay.
It's a fantastic tough hole. Yeah, and then the 18 just got bunkers everywhere. For me, I've said this before, but I think it's probably my favourite open course to play.
Okay.
I don't think it's the best open course, but I think it's my favourite to. If he gave me, you're going to go out for a social 18, or you want to be a member somewhere,
can you go for that?
Probably.
Well, I thought you were saying that we were
go for a social opening. Why? What's the reasoning?
It's just obviously location, like West Coast of Scotland. It's a place I love, but also it's just it's a pretty fair course. Like it's all out in front of you. You do get a few funky mounts every now and again. It's a links course, but it's a very solid test of golf, and it's got a number of holes which you remember. It's got some easy holes and it's got some very, very hard holes, like the 11th railway. It's almost like it's pretty much 500 yards, par 4, usually playing into wind off the left. There's a railway to the right, there's gorse to the left. The fairway looks just like a narrow road going all the way down to the green. The wall on the right just carries all the way down. If you get out of that and you've got a bogey, like you are genuinely fine. Like you are cool. Bogey, not a problem.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'll take it.
I'm the only memory. You've been to walk around it while Pete's playing it, right? The only memory I have is on the sim.
Right.
So I'm trying to visualize what you're talking about on the sim.
I mean, I'm fairly sure over the next couple of days, even before this, there's going to be videos that have come out. We have got a video of Pete playing round Royal Troon.
Got quite a few.
We got quite a few.
Way too many.
There is also Pete playing with Good for the first time around Royal Troon.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in seeing the course, if you're not quite aware of it, go and obviously check out our video first. But there is plenty of stuff out there for sure that if you need a better perspective, which I love in the build-up of an Open especially, or like any major, and they Fried Egg do their videos and things like that, and they just do I love all that kind of stuff. So obviously you're saying about how, it's, as in terms of a social round of golf, it's probably one of your favourites to go to and how fun it can be to play. But also, like, I remember going for the first time and being like really impressed with like the clubhouse and like everything else around the course as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's something quite special about Scotland in general when you go to these areas where the course seems to be like now the centre of what is going on in the town. So Troon, it's not a big place, but it's, again, it seems to be like golf focused. You know, everyone there understands that that's the big main attraction of the town. And when you go into the car park, it's very understated, and the clubhouse it sits so snugly into the landscape. You know, it looks like it's been built to withstand the storms that are coming off the coast.
Yeah.
And you go in, and you're immediately just like given a little bit of a hug by the history that's there.
Yeah.
You know, the Cloud Jug is straight in front of you. You know, you got all the past winners. You go into the bar where you've
All the past winners are
all
there.
the past winners are there to welcome you.
They just stand there.
amazing.
I mean, it's incredible what they've done there. Just be warned, if you do win at Troon, you will have to welcome people in.
Yeah.
The pro shop's just off to the right hand side. Change rooms are cool. They're understated as well. And it's just really nice. It's welcoming. It's warm. And you look out onto the course, and it's a pretty flat kind of vista as soon as you look out the windows there. So you can see a number of the holes, and you can try and remember what's gone on. And then when you play into the 18th, the clubhouse sits right behind the green, which I really like.
I think that's one of the beautiful things about open golf as well, is that I think more so than any other golf tournament, the 18th hitting down towards the clubhouse is the most like iconic things. If you think of all the different open venues there are, you know, I'm thinking immediately comes to mind is Troon, is obviously St Andrews, Birkdale. You know, they're so like built in to what that tournament is about, and they're almost part of it so much more than any other tournament.
It kind of for me, it kind of feels like it's well done for surviving out on this links. Now come home, and you're playing down this final road back to the safety of the clubhouse.
Yeah,
and you know, if you've had a great round, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get in and celebrate. And if you've had a terrible round, you're like, God, I can't wait to get in. Yeah.
Get away from it.
I mean, the clubhouse has it can have like an integral part of a course. It can become like a character. Like I said, St Andrews is the obvious one. But if you think about the other open venues, like I say, you got Birkdale. It's quite classic design. You got Royal Lytham, like literally straight behind.
Yep.
You know, all these venues have an iconic clubhouse that you remember. I think that's great. Like you can think of venues which are exceptionally famous, like the Masters, for example.
The drive down the. Good Lord above! You might not make it to the Open.
Should have brought a drink in.
Do you want water?
I don't want to poison you.
Well, I'll wash it afterwards. His neck was left.
Just finish that, and then. Yeah, you're right. I mean, obviously, people know the Augusta Clubhouse. You've seen that drive, but it's not part of the course.
No,
like it's not it's its own standalone thing.
Yeah, they come off 18 and then they have like a 10-minute walk back to the clubhouse, which always feels a little bit strange.